Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. This is my Forever World series. I already made a video about it, but this is actually like a proper titled format and everything. I actually got stuff established in this video. I did just pass my motorcycle course today, so I am very, very excited about it, and I'm glad to share the news with you guys that I am now a legally certified rider in the state of Florida, so I can now legally ride motorcycles. I enjoy motorcycles. They're great. My family's into it. I love it. It's dangerous, but it's fun. Anyways, today's video is going to be about this base. As you can see here, this base was constructed during this video you're going to see. This is recorded after the fact. There's still some work that needs to be done, like back here. It's naked. It just needs to be done. I haven't gotten to that point, and I still got to put item frames on all these chests and actually start moving stuff in there. But for the time being, I just wanted to get a video pushed out on the Forever World and take you guys along for it. I love you guys very much. I'm very grateful for the support. Even if there's only 2-3 of you watching, I'm hoping that with these Minecraft videos, I can expand into a new community of loving, caring people. I'm still trying to find a staple to the channel. I know nowadays Let's Play channels aren't what they used to be. You know what I mean? I'm not no Jacksepticeye guy. I can't just go play whatever games and just get an unfathomable amount of support yet. I just haven't met that fan base to support it. You know what I mean? So I do have hopes and ambitions for this channel. I do hope that we can grow together. And I want to take you guys along the journey. For right now, I kind of want to use Minecraft as like a staple for the channel. You know what I mean? That's really all I've got for right now. So I hope you guys enjoy. Ladies and gentlemen, alright, as you can see, we are piling concrete because we need it to build the sheep. My stupid self didn't even think to make a concrete maker yet. I was like, what's the easiest way I could do this? This is like the old school troglodyte version, and if you don't know what a troglodyte is, it is a caveman. They don't know nothing. But yeah, this was my format of it. I eventually did make a concrete machine, but yeah, not until the actual sheep head was made. So I had to find a spot on where to put this, and I've always wanted a mountainside base, so I'm like, where is there a possible spot that I could place it? So I started placing it on the mountain. I did end up tweaking the head a little bit. Tweaking the head. That sounds great, Vincent. No, I'm just playing. So I think I ended up doing it 8x8 at first, which is what you're seeing now. I didn't like that. Homeboy wanted his space. I like my space. I like to have a very big, high, nice, spacious ceiling. You know what I mean? So this is what I started off with. I just kind of wanted to see what the idea was going to be. I just know that I wanted to dig into the mountain and start building something. So I started collecting more sand, get more concrete powder, because, yeah, I need it, man. I need it. And I'm very grateful that I was able to get the elytras and my tools. That's just how I like playing Minecraft. I just like to get my tools and elytras sorted out first thing, so that way I can actually enjoy the game and build. It's just kind of the way I've always played it. I know everybody else is different. They don't really rush into that because they want to enjoy the game. For me, I just like to make my life as easy as possible. I haven't beaten the Wither yet, so I can't really get a beacon set up. And so yeah, that's probably going to be upcoming soon, probably after the Creeper Farm video. Right here, I'm digging out a room for the concrete maker. I will link a video down in the description below, and I'll probably put one right here on the screen that I used. I don't really know designs. I know designs are kind of just shared among the community and just really whoever posts on their YouTube channel. I just copied off of whatever was recommended to me. I don't really know whose original design is. And also, I feel like these designs, they're meant to help the community, you know what I mean? So I don't really know. I don't really get into that business. If I need something, I'm just going to look it up. You know what I mean? So, the story behind this base. Me and my brother, we grew up playing Minecraft. And I remember our dad taking us to GameStop. And we got a little sheep. A little baby Minecraft sheep. And his name was Sheepy. And we've had Sheepy for a very, very long time. And actually, I still have him. I think he's on my bed somewhere. Little baby Sheepy. And we always made it a rule to never kill sheeps in Minecraft. And same thing with squids, because I had a squid plushie as well, and his name's Squiddy, and I felt really bad for killing squids. So, we grew up with Sheepy and Squiddy. Man, the moment they started adding mutton to the sheeps, I I'm sorry, I had to break the vow because I'm hungry, man. And food's hard to come by early game now. They made it, like, almost impossible. So, I'm sorry, Sheepy. I love you, but I need your food, man. And you give me a lot of hunger. And you give me wool so I can go to sleep and not deal with mobs. Anyways, so I'm extending the base now. I didn't like the original size, so here I am. I ended up changing the floor plan as well. I didn't end up going with the stone brick. But I didn't have a plan building this, like, in the sense I knew exactly what I wanted, where everything was going to go. I was just going on the fly, dude. And that's kind of how I've been playing this world. I don't go into creative and build ahead of time and then use Lightmatica. Like, no, I'm straight up doing this on my own. So back to story time. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get sidetracked. You know, I always see everybody's, like, starter bases or mega bases. You know, everybody's got their own taste to it. I've never seen anybody do a sheep head, so I'm like, let's be different and do it. And then inside, I wanted it to be cozy. You know, it's a mountain base, and it's cold outside, especially here in Florida. Like, oh my gosh, man. This January season, winter, whatever you want to call it, it's been really cold. Like, doing my motorcycle class today, oh my gosh, I was freezing, man. It was so cold. And when I recorded this video, it was just after Christmas, or I'm sorry, it was like early January. So, you know, I was in the cozy feeling. I wanted to make a cozy base. And I've always lived in, like, castles and other things, so I just wanted to make something different this time around. And I probably will end up making a castle later down the line. I just got to get there first. But I really needed this starter base because I just didn't have anywhere to live. Like, I had a camp at the spawn with, like, a campfire and a bench, and that was it. That's all I had. I didn't actually have, like, a home that I can constantly fly back and forth to. And I like this location because it wasn't too far from my my Enderman farm, so I could just go repair my tools. Off in the distance, you'll see the creeper farm. I didn't really feel like showcasing that. It's just a creeper farm. I'll put it here on the screen if you would like to copy it. It works. I don't even need to AFK it, and the drops are amazing. I just didn't feel like making a video about it. It's nothing too crazy. I did end up transforming it, so I will make a video about that. But the design itself, it's just a pretty basic design, you know what I mean? And it works tremendously. Right here, this is the sheep face. I can't remember. I think I was actually looking at Sheepy. I don't even think I pulled up a Google image. I think I was straight up looking at Sheepy in my face. So I was trying my best to replicate it. You know, I'm not the best at, like, pixel art or, you know, replicating the Minecraft things. So I had to do some research. But yeah, Sheepy was a good model. You know, I was able to look literally right at him. But I kind of forgot that Sheepy's a baby. So his face is a lot smaller than a grown man sheep. So I was trying to figure it out. But for the most part, it was very basic materials. Just oak planks, pink concrete, and white concrete. Oh, and black for the eyes. And luckily I live right next to an ocean, so squid weren't really hard to come by. So I'm just filling in everything here right now. I'm just trying to get this wall built, this face built. I think I did end up tweaking it a little bit later down the line. I can't remember because he kind of looks derpy. But that's what he's starting to look like right now. Yeah, right here, he just looks... Oh, gosh, man, I butchered that. So, my main problem when I play Minecraft, and this is what comes with not planning. I don't ever have enough resources to commit to a build and, like, do it in one go, you know, like everybody else smartly does. I don't do that. I just start placing blocks and see what looks good, and then I'll go get more as I need it. I guess you can make a shulker box farm. I didn't know that. That'll definitely help for resource gathering later down the line. Oh, excuse me, I just burped. So yeah, I'll have to do some research on that. So for the floor plan, I decided on strip spruce and oakwood planks to see how it would go. I did end up changing it to dark oak, I believe. I feel like dark oak's just got that cozier feeling if you put some like red carpet and some bookshelves. You just get some contrasting colors. So that's ended up what I started to do. So right now I'm thinking about what I want to design the walls with, and I was like, I never grabbed the bookshelves from the end. The Stronghold. So I started grabbing books here from the Stronghold, and there's a lot of bookshelves. Like, you get a lot of bookshelves. So if you want to use books for decorating, absolutely, go hit up your Stronghold. I had Silk Touch on my axe, as you can see here, obviously. So it made life easier. And my cow farm, it works. I just actually haven't sat there for hours grabbing up all the leather. So this was just a very easy alternative to do all that, and honestly, I think it's the main way too. I love using bookshelves for decoration. I always have. It just brings life to your builds. So I'm flying back home now, and the sky is very beautiful. These shaders are nice. If you guys want the shaders, let me know, and I'll link them down in the description. The breakdown helps me every time I need to update my shaders. Love that guy, man. There's Sheepy. He looks a little derpy right now, so I gotta fix him later. But we need to get this floor plan down, the walls set up. I've got ADHD, I think. I never actually went to the doctor for it. I'm all over the place. So I just gotta like actually start designing before I start fixing. So right here, I didn't realize there was no middle. I think it was 16 by 16 with Sheepy's head. So obviously there's no exact middle. So I was trying to think like what would look good in this little middle part separating the hallways. And honestly, I was pretty happy with how it came out. Having it be even like that, and like I said, I ended up changing the floor plan. But just doing this was really cool. So I started digging out the walls, and this is pretty much what I came up with. I did a little research online. I didn't really copy anything verbatim. I just tried to see what looked good, what kind of had a more circular angle, because I wanted something like circular in the wall like this. So I was trying a few things out, seeing what looked good.
Into the night, the city lights are dancing, slowly falling apart. The shadows causing an outbreak. I'm wishing upon a star. This time I'm feeling stronger, and I know I can do better. The shadows causing an outbreak. I'm turning the light. We're gonna light it up, oh, light it up, ooh, light it up, light it up, causing an outbreak. I'm turning the light. We're gonna light it up, oh, light it up, ooh, light it up, causing an outbreak. I'm turning the lights on. Open your eyes and see the people chanting, slowly falling apart. The silence causing an earthquake. I'm wishing upon a star. This time I'm feeling higher, and I know I can be taller. Shadows causing an outbreak. I'm turning the light. We're gonna light it up, oh, light it up, ooh, light it up, causing an outbreak. I'm turning the light. We're gonna light it up, oh, light it up, ooh, light it up, causing an outbreak. I'm turning the lights on.
So for those of you bike geeks, let me know what you guys ride. I have a Harley Davidson Road King that I want to use. Actually, I did use it, and I think if you can handle a bigger bike, the little bikes are just so much easier to do. It's like if you can ride the big ones, you can ride anything pretty much. And but definitely learn the controls on the smaller bike first, because at least with the smaller bike, you can catch it with your legs. And when I say smaller, I'm talking anything pretty much 500cc and lower. Um, with the bigger bikes, with the Road King, I think the Road King's like a 1200 or 1500cc. Those bikes are big, so if it starts going down, you kind of just have to let it drop. It's really hard to catch with your legs. I've had a few mishaps already, but it's okay. It's okay to drop a bike. Everybody does it in their lifetime. It's going to happen. You know what? At the end of the day, just pick it back up and try again. So this was the beginning of the hallway to eventually the storage system and my bedroom and the enchantment room. I don't really use the enchantment room as much as I would like, because my enchanting stuff is in the end, and I've already got everything pretty much. I've got everything I want. You know what I mean? So I don't really need it. I just do it for decoration now. So I ended up sticking. I'm sorry. I ended up doing the dark oak floor because I was like, I want to see what it looks like with the staircase. I ended up liking it a lot, and so this is what I ended up doing. So I just replaced all the flooring, everything, and dark oak was really easy to come by. And I don't know, I really like the wood. It looks good. One thing that I did want to do with this base, I wanted to start using some of the new blocks. I feel like every time I started World or I've played Minecraft, I don't really use the new blocks. So I ended up using mangrove wood later down the line. But for the hallway in this, I kept it simple with spruce and dark oak wood, and I was so happy with how it came out. I think it really encapsulated that cozy vibe that I was trying to go for. Nothing too, nothing too, what's the word? Nothing that's going to keep you on the edge of the seat or just give you uncomfort and just make it feel like a laboratory, pretty much. So I repeated the same design on the other side of the hallway. I was just doing this little indent in the wall and just filling it in. I think I did kelp blocks originally when I was filling these walls in. I wanted something green. I felt like green would have really helped with the contrast of the spruce and the dark oak. But the thing is, I didn't have any cactuses at the time. And I forgot that for green dye, you need cacti, man. So it took me a while before I found a desert. I didn't end up settling with green concrete or anything for the wall or kelp blocks. I ended up just doing, I used mud blocks because I'd never used mud blocks before and they looked awesome. So here I am, I'm just filling in everything, just trying to get it going, get something down. And I ended up running out of bookshelves. So that's why I ended up changing the wall, and you'll probably see that later. A lot of me running back and forth. Alright, I'm just going to let this time... oh my gosh. I was going to say time zone. I'm going to let this time lapse do its thing. So enjoy some of the tunes. So now I'm starting to dig out the pattern of the floor. I was trying to figure out how I wanted to do it, so I layered it. I did a 5x5, and then inside that 5x5, I did another pattern of blocks, and then in that 1x1 in the very middle, I just put a block of a different type. I'll show you what I mean. So for the storage room, I wanted something cozy, but like futuristic almost. And you'll kind of see what I mean. And I know that futuristic part kind of defeats the whole purpose of the coziness. But I feel like I was able to encapsulate the coziness while keeping up with the futuristic style. I really wanted to use deep slate blocks. I don't really ever use them for floors or anything. And I ended up changing these spruce wood logs out for mangrove because I wanted to use mangrove, and I love how the red and the black contrast each other. It looks really good. So I did deep slate tiles, deep slate stone bricks, or deep slate bricks, whatever, I'm sorry. And then I did the polished deep slate. So I can't remember what I put on the outside. Okay, so I did the tiles on the outside, and I did the deep slate bricks in the middle ring, and then on that very middle block, I did... What did I do? Oh, I put glowstone in the middle. I shouldn't have glowstone right now. And then on the outer side, where you see all these lines going, I did the polished deep slate, and I was really happy with how this came out. It looked super good. I was really happy. I've seen some people online, and I kind of drew inspiration from them that they were like using this kind of palette with the deep slate, and not necessarily the mangrove, but like just the fact that they were using deep slate. I thought it was really cool, and I thought it was a great idea. So I ended up settling for that. Very easy blocks to get. They look very cool. So the plan here, I wanted to add something cool, like in the center. I wanted to add some type of aquarium and get axolotls eventually. So right here, this is what's being built. This is where... Right now, all my chests are all over the place. This is where I want my main storage system to be. I'm not going to do an automatic storage system. That's just a lot right now. And this is just, I don't want to say a starter base, but this is just to get me on my feet so I'm not homeless. I probably eventually will do an automatic storage system. I don't know. I didn't want to take too much of the immersion away in Minecraft. I still wanted to be able to immerse myself in the world and not have everything done automatically. So right now I'm making glass for the aquarium. This storage system, or I'm sorry, this storage room, I was really, really pleased with how everything came out. I was super happy with it. It was my own creation. Obviously you look at stuff online, see what looks good and what doesn't, and you kind of just add your own twist to it. So I was very, very happy with how everything looked. I just need glowstone, like I said earlier. I just haven't made a trip to the nether. I'm probably going to end up relocating my portal anyways. But yeah, I'm going to just kind of let the building and time-lapse do its thing. Alright, we're in the nether grabbing glowstone. My pickaxe was about to break, the silk touch one, so I just had to resort to using fortune. But honestly, it wasn't that bad. I still got a lot of glowstone, and I got enough for what I needed. Having elytras makes getting glowstone so much easier. And that's why I wanted to get my elytras first thing in the game, because it makes building so much easier. So when you need to go resource grabbing, you can go anywhere with pretty much everywhere you want without really any limits. And the fact that I'm able to fly up there in those little glowstone chunks just makes life so much easier. I don't have sea lanterns yet because I haven't made a guardian farm. I haven't even attempted to. They're just such a pain to make, but I eventually will. So right now my main light source for stuff like this is glowstone. But I like glowstone because I feel like, back to the cozy thing, the cozy vibe, like it's a nice warm lighting. And with this whole floor plan, like I feel like I was able to get both of best worlds. So I put glowstone in all the middle blocks, and then I ended up putting it down below on each side of the glass, just like this, to light up the water eventually, and to just add more light. Oh, did not mean to do that. Alright, I don't know if you guys can agree. This is probably the worst tree to farm. It's such a pain to farm. So I'm getting ready to start bone mealing these propagules is what they're called. And propagules are pretty much saplings for mangrove trees. My stupid self didn't realize that I had to put these underwater for them to grow. So I'm over here bone mealing them, trying to figure out why they're not working. And then I put it underwater, and boom, this magic luscious baby comes out. The best way I can recommend mining these trees efficiently, just get a silk touch hoe with efficiency and unbreaking on it, or fortune, whatever you please, and you just mine all the leaves away so you can just get to the wood straight up. That's why I always like enchanting the diamond hoes, because man, they actually have value, believe it or not. I know not a lot of people might agree, but for me, like when it comes to landscaping, they do so much work for you. It just makes life getting leaves so much more easier. Like, gosh, man. So here I am placing the mangrove wood. I can't remember the last time I used this mangrove wood. I don't even think I actually ever used it. I remember in my old SMP server. It wasn't even an SMP. It was mainly just me on a multiplayer server because everybody else gave up. Anyways, we were making a, what was it? It was a Japanese shrine, and it used mangrove wood. So, but I don't think I ever personally used it for any builds. So I wanted to change that today. I wanted to use it for my storage system. And man, let me tell you, I was so happy with how this turned out. Right now, everything looks like a mess, but we're still digging it out. I got to get more. So, like I said, dude, I gotta farm. I don't farm. I don't ever collect my resources before I start building. I just start placing blocks. And if I need more, I just keep going. It's such a bad way to play and build, but yeah, this is what I got so far. I wanted to start placing the moss carpet. I wanted to see what it would look like, trying to get the green in here to see what it would look like. And honestly, I was pretty impressed with how it was looking. I was pretty impressed. Let me grab this coal real quick. It took me a minute to find the moss, because I guess you only find it in lush caves, like the, what do you call it, like the blocks that you need, and then you bone meal it on stone. So it took me a minute to find it, but I eventually found it, and I wanted to try it for this build. So that is what I did. And boy, let me tell you, I was a happy human being. Alright, now it's time for the water portion to this aquarium, I guess. I need to add vegetation in here. I didn't really think about adding any coral or nothing. I straight up kind of just kidnapped axolotls and shoved them in there for eternity. I guess blue axolotls are really rare. I never made an attempt to actually go for them. So right now I'm working on the ceiling. The ceiling was pretty much the same thing as the floor. No, it was the same thing as the floor plan. So I just copied what was on the floor to the ceiling, and yeah, I was super happy. Trying to do the water portion for the aquarium was kind of a pain, because I'm used to doing water looking down. So when you're actually doing it from like top to bottom, I don't know, it's like a different kind of concept. I don't know how to describe it. It was just different. But anyways, I added some detail on the mangrove pillars. I put some stairs, and I put some fences, some fence gates, I'm sorry. And it came out really good. I was super happy. We're almost done with the moss carpet. I kind of ran out. Actually, no, I got some right here. So we're just going to place these on the flow. This right here, this was my spiral staircase. I can't remember if I showcased it in the video or not from earlier. So, yeah, I needed something easier to get up to the mountain. I need an actual accessible waypoint to get in and out of the base without using elytras, just for whatever reason. But I always just use my elytras to fly around. And I don't know how I feel about elytras. Like, I like them. It makes traveling so much easier, but at the same time, like, it just kind of gets rid of, the point of using bridges, the point of using staircases. You know what I mean? So I just try to make whatever I can immersive as possible. So, but yeah, and just add it to the build. I needed something to add here in this corner anyways. So I was just doing a simple spiral staircase design right here. Nothing too crazy, but I'm just going to let the time-lapse continue.
So
Alright, so on top of Sheepy's head, I am adding some glowstone. I feel like this was the most easiest way to add light to come shining down. I didn't even think about adding a chandelier inside of Sheepy's head, but this was just kind of the way I went about it, and of course I fell down. I was really happy with how this little glowstone thing worked out. It's not the prettiest of things. I probably will eventually put something to cover this, but it really helped with the lighting. And since I'm on hard mode, not on a hardcore mode, I'm on hard mode. There's been a lot of mobs, man. So this is what it looks like in the inside, and I'm super, super happy with how everything came out. I added some paintings. You know, get a little bit of Vincent Van Gogh up in here. And I added a couch with some candles on it. I eventually want to put a bed right there in the middle so I can sleep on it. And then I added the fireplace. So, yeah, this is what I got. Alright guys, this is pretty much the end of the video here. I've got nothing else to really showcase. The next video is going to be about the creeper farm. I just want to let you know, guys, you're loved in this world, okay? Jesus loves you very, very, very much. And whether if you have faith in him or not, he's there in your heart. I promise he's always there for you. If you need help with anything, go talk to him, man. He's there. It's for free any time of the day. We're not going to get to heaven by the pure works that we do, because if that was the case, none of us would make it. You know, you just have to have faith in Jesus, and you guys will be okay. I promise you. You just keep him in your heart, and just try to do your best, you know. Anyways, love you guys.